Hello there.
Hey guys, in today's video I will be ranking my top 10 favorite Sith. Coming in at number 10 is Snoke. Snoke is a rather plain character that in his first appearance looked to be a very interesting and mysterious character. As the sequel trilogy went on, there wasn't much revealed about him until the Rise of Skywalker. All the Rise of Skywalker revealed to us was that Snoke was nothing but a pawn of Darth Sidious. Snoke was practically useless, and that is one of the many reasons that I have him so low on this list. Another reason is that we never get to see Snoke in action. Snoke kinda just sits at his throne and uses the Force from there. Snoke comes in at number 10 because he is boring and practically useless. Coming in at number 9 is Darth Bane. Darth Bane is not nearly explored as much as he should be. Luckily, there are reports that Darth Bane may be getting his own movie. Bane appears in one scene of the Clone Wars. I absolutely love this scene. He is voiced by Mark Hamill, and the scene explores where the rule of two came from. If we get more projects that include Darth Bane in them, I'm sure that appreciation of him across the Star Wars fandom will rise. I placed him at number 9 because although he is nowhere near as good as the top 8, he is a much better character than Snoke. At number 8 is Darth Plagueis the Wise. Palpatine telling the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise is one of my favorite scenes in all of Star Wars. Much like Darth Bane, I think that Plagueis' story should be explored a lot more. Darth Plagueis is the first person to learn how to cheat death. Plagueis was the master to one of the most powerful people in the Star Wars universe, Darth Sidious. Darth Plagueis was murdered in his sleep by Sidious. Darth Plagueis is one of the most mysterious characters in all of Star Wars. We get one vague story about his death in Revenge of the Sith, and that is it. The mystery surrounding Plagueis is what makes me think that he is a really good character. Darth Plagueis is number 8 because he is an interesting character and a cool addition to Star Wars. At number 7 on the list of the top 10 Sith is Asajj Ventress. Ventress gets a lot of screen time in the Clone Wars, playing major parts in many of my favorite characters' stories. Wielding two lightsabers, she is a menace in lightsaber combat. Ventress has an interesting past. Before she was trained in the arts of the Sith, she was a Jedi. Before she was a Jedi, she was a part of the Night Sister clan. Ventress is far superior than the last 3 contestants simply because of screen time. I'm sure that if Darth Bane or Darth Plagueis were actually in a Star Wars TV show, that they would be the far superior Sith. However, that is not true, and that is why she ranks above them. One of the main things that I like about Ventress is that although she has had many struggles, she always finds a solution. Number 6 on the list is Kylo Ren. One of the only characters in the sequel trilogy that I actually like. At first glance, Kylo Ren is just a knockoff of Darth Vader. An attempt to feed nostalgia to the 40-year-olds in the theater. What really makes Kylo Ren an enjoyable character for me is the actor, Adam Driver. Driver does such a good job with this character. Adam Driver somehow develops what the other actors of the sequels couldn't. Emotion. When he is on screen, the movie is immediately better. Without him, the sequels wouldn't even be watchable for me. However, Kylo Ren is still held back by the 2 directors of the sequel trilogy, J.J. Abrams and Rian Johnson. Kylo Ren is an enjoyable character that deserves the number 6 spot on this list. Savage Opress takes the number 7 spot on the list. In my opinion, Savage Opress is the most underrated Star Wars character. Every single episode of the Clone Wars that Savage is in is a good episode. Him and Darth Maul teaming up in the Clone Wars is an amazing thing to watch. Savage deserves more appreciation. He is a well-crafted character that has a very cool look to him. Savage started out as a skinny warrior living in Night Brother Village. He was transformed by magic into the ideal specimen of a warrior. A well-built guy with a double-bladed lightsaber, and the Force is always a recognizable threat. Savage only lacks one thing: emotion. Savage is more machine than man, and it shows through his personality. However, I believe that is what Savage is meant to be: a lifeless character that destroys enemies for his master. For those reasons, Savage Opress comes in at number 5 on the top 10 Sith ranking. At number 4 is Count Dooku. Count Dooku is a fallen Jedi that turns to the Sith. He saw through the corruption of the Senate and the Republic as a whole. Much like his apprentice Asajj Ventress, Dooku gets a lot of screen time in the Clone Wars. I feel like Dooku is at his height in the Clone Wars. In Attack of the Clones he just seems like a boring old man that shoots lightning. The Clone Wars brings some life to him. He is not used very well in Revenge of the Sith. Dooku is just brought into the movie so that he can get killed by Anakin. The main reason that I like Count Dooku is although he is old he can still fend for himself, using his Force lightning and amazing lightsaber skills. Throughout his life he was an apprentice twice and a master 3 times. Count Dooku took on many roles in his life, including the role of being the number 4 spot on my top 10 Sith ranking. At the number 3 spot is Darth Maul. Darth Maul's first appearance comes in The Phantom Menace. Maul only speaks a total of 31 words in the movie. More of a background character than the main antagonist if you ask me. Maul would not be this high on the list if he hadn't appeared in the Clone Wars. In the Clone Wars he is given a character arc and he actually talks. Much like Count Dooku, the Clone Wars brought some life to Darth Maul's character as well. We get to see him clash with sworn enemy Obi-Wan Kenobi. We get to see him and Savage build an empire of crime syndicates. I find it cool that his main reason for living life is to make Obi-Wan's life miserable. Maul literally has given up on his own life and decided to get revenge on Kenobi. Another thing that I find cool about Darth Maul is how he looks. In The Phantom Menace Maul only spoke 31 words but was instantly iconic. This was because of how amazing he looked. Everything from the horns on his head to his double-bladed lightsaber is spectacular. The 2 actors that work on him are also simply amazing. Without Sam Witwer and Ray Park, Darth Maul would not be ranked this high. Coming in at number 2 is Darth Vader. Many people are going to disagree with me on this ranking. The top 2 are very close for me and someone had to be ranked number 2. That someone is Vader. Vader has a huge overarching character arc throughout the first 6 episodes of the Skywalker saga. Going from a young Force-sensitive boy to a mass murderer. In a film we usually see a character go from bad to good. Vader goes from good to bad and back to good. This gives Vader a truly brilliant character arc. Seeing a fall and a rise of his character allow for some emotional moments that build on his character. When people think about Star Wars they think about Darth Vader. He is by far the most popular character in Star Wars. Some may argue that Obi-Wan Kenobi is more popular, but the Google search stats don't lie. My main reason for liking Vader is that he takes a lot of different forms emotionally. Even when he was a Jedi he tapped into the dark side very often. His compassion fueled his strength in combat. Vader believed that all that mattered was saving the people that he loved. He believed this because he simply couldn't live without them. His main reason for turning to the dark side was to save the ones he cared about from dying. Vader is an iconic character that won't be forgotten anytime soon, and that is why he is number 2 on this list. The Sith that takes the number 1 spot is Darth Sidious. I rarely see rankings that rank Sidious as a top-tier Star Wars character. And honestly I am very surprised. Darth Sidious is the main antagonist of the Skywalker saga. He is pure evil. He is also very powerful and wise. He has a way with words that allows him to bend others to his will. We see this exemplified when Sidious tells the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise to Anakin. He twists Anakin's thoughts on the Jedi Council in just a few minutes. What he does in that scene is absolutely brilliant. There aren't many other characters in Star Wars that could have turned Anakin to the dark side. He doesn't just have a way with words but is also an amazing warrior. He went toe-to-toe with Yoda in a lightsaber duel. Also when Sidious faced 4 Jedi he struck down 3 and faced the 4th. It is under debate as to whether Sidious lost the fight against Mace Windu on purpose or not. However, even if he didn't lose on purpose he still almost beat arguably the most powerful Jedi on the Council at the time. Palpatine is almost always one step ahead of the enemy. That extra step gives him advantages beyond compare throughout the entire saga. The ability to outthink his opponents is the main reason I have Darth Sidious ranked number 1. That is the end of the top 10 Sith ranking. Make sure to like and subscribe, also check back for new videos every Saturday. See you next time on Star Wars Ranked.